Hello and welcome again. I'm Lewis and Daniel, and I'm going to try and explain the forms. I'm going to see if this works. So starting out, we have basically what you're going to see. If you're logged in, you'll see your name here, sign out, multi-login. This here you only see if you have admin access. You'll see this if you have mod access. You'll see this anyways. You can change your avatar here, change your signature here, and update your profile here. We'll get to that in a second. Here's your inbox where you'll receive personal/private messages called PMs, and this is the user CP, which is our currency. I'll go to that first. Currency systems here, and basically you can see transactions that you've had. You can check your balance here. You cannot collect interest, and then this is one way to donate. I don't think we've ever had lotteries. Well, we've had them a couple times, but it's mainly right here that you'll need to know something. Inbox. Here's what it looks like. You have all these messages. You can compose a new message. You can view your address book, which I never use. System settings, which I never use. Basically, you have your inbox, your archive, which includes messages that you personally archive from like going here and then saying like archive, or I need to do that, or just messages that nobody's replied to yet that you sent out. Drafts are messages that you have saved. So when you compose a message, you click there. You have the option of save message for later, and you just enter a name. Like oftentimes when I'm doing something, I will like right here and like this is a draft, and then I just save it for later, and I organize a lot of my thoughts like this, and it just comes up like that. So it's very handy like that. It's like your own personal Word document of sorts. Alright, going to preferences. You just click on preferences. This is what you'll see. You'll have a notepad, which can be pretty helpful. You'll see what your current rank is, what the next rank is, how many posts, how many posts you've made when you joined, and your average posts per day. Over here you have some of your board settings and your profile options. You can change your signature. This is how it looks like. You just type in here, preview, edit, and it comes up here. Change avatar. You can upload one or use a URL. We don't really use our gallery much, but you can feel free to. It's pretty basic, just like this. I wouldn't recommend it, I'd go above and beyond that if I were you. And then update profile brings you to here where you can do your member title, which I'll show you in a bit where that is. A website that you're on, AIM, Yahoo, all that, interest, birthday, blah 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 blah. So yeah, so that's that. So that's the heading. Now, if you see me, you can click this banner here, and it will take you home to the home page. So if you're ever just say this as an example, here you can just click that, and it brings you back to the home page. All right, going in further, you get your search, your member list. If you want to search for a post, member list, a calendar, frequently asked questions, which we don't really use. Same with the calendar. Portal. I'll show you what Portal looks like because I use it a lot. And basically just has the shout box in the middle, active users, and then the latest posts, like the last 10 posts, which I use to keep on track on what's being active. And then you have a link to our Constitution and our law index. Alright, going down, this is like a subform categorizing thing. I could come up with a metaphor. But basically, here's our help desk. You can ask questions. There's the Regional Wellness Center. Admin request threads here if you need help with anything or you need to ask an admin to do something for you. This is where you'll do it. Airport, Customs and Security. This is where you'll apply for citizenship, ambassadorship. Just click on it, show you now. It's where you'll apply for stuff. We have a regional guide in here, another help topic, so on and so forth. Here is where all of our embassies are, where people post updates and from other regions, and where we have all our like center of foreign affairs. Going next to our big categorical thing is District of the Capital. This is where all the government is. You have 10 Draken Street, which is where the Chancellor is, the Cabinet Building, and this is where all the Cabinet offices are. And if you didn't see here, here's the subform. So this is like the first layer right here. This is the next layer down, and then you have subforms down here, which are like inside of this. And if you go here, you can see. And then even these can have even further in. And I think it might be infinite, not sure. So you have the Cabinet Building with Cabinet offices, the Senate subforms, and subforms that are just these. We consider this subform, all these subforms, and the Supreme Court. Moving on, here are the states. You have the delegacy here and the district proper. And then you have Buxton, the Holy Britannian Empire, and Great American Union with all their subforms respectively. Then here's general discussion. You have the Citizens Town Hall, which as said is where you can discuss things, and we discuss bills here, items of regional interest, going away post. Basically, if it deals with the region, posted in here. Going next is our elections. We use this during election times. And if you go in here, you can see where you can sign up if an election is going on. And then we further divide campaigns. Campaigns for Chancellor, Senate, and then political action committees. Moving on, here's political parties, respectively. And then there's the parties. World events is where you would discuss anything dealing with real life in the world, from college to real life matters and stuff. Entertainment, where we discuss matters of entertainment like movies, anime, video games, and such. Going in further, forum games, where we just have simple games to get your post count up. I'm not sure what this is. Wacky Wednesdays are a thing we do sometimes, or like role playing on Wednesday. And entertainment, a variety of topics from pictures of us, gaming, history, a slight history, not always. After that, you have the economy. The market is where we keep most of our businesses, as you can see here. And then regional media, which is part of the marketplace. This is where we keep all of our businesses that deal with media, so newspapers, radio stations, TV shows, etc. All here. I think we've organized it by alphabet. We have the Allied States University here. I'm going to go in depth with this one because I feel like it's important. Here you can sign up for classes, see what we offer for your classes, and one of my favorite things is the University Library, where we have a collection of works that are original to our region, and so that's really fun. And then we have the Hall of Government Archives going in, and this is where we keep like all the records of who was what, when. We have our current records here, but then we also have our past records before the great merger between the Allied States and the Allied Republics. Here we have groups from like churches to the Chamber of Commerce, the Wiki Project, families, and other things like that. And then here we have our archives. If you're ever looking for something, we put like old campaign topics, or old executive topics, old Senate topics. Just like anything that's not relevant, we need to get out of the way, we put it in this big old subform. And then down here at the very bottom we have our role play forms. Frequently this will change depending on what role plays we're doing, but it is what it is. This is the world map role play. Government Deception I think is inactive right now, and then Sandbox for miscellaneous role plays. And then down here we just have a shout box where you can write anything that you want. Well, not anything, I take that back, but if you just want to like shout something out, let's redo it. And then here we have members, like who's active right now, who's online, and how many guests we have. Here we have like form statistics and everything. And then down here I have like administrator and moderator list. And you can see who's an admin, who's a moderator, and what they moderate over. Replies to your topics, which is very helpful. Active topics, I think it's like the portal that we talked about, where it lists the active topics, but this goes back even farther. Top 10 posters of the day, just shows who's posted the most today. Then top 10 posters overall, sees who's made the most posts, and our history, as you can see here. And that's basically it. Another thing is down here you can choose a theme, and you can play around with this and choose how the board looks. Personally, this is what I like, what I'm used to. And I completely forget to talk about this. It is just basically a heading of who's in government and all the branches. This is a link to the nation states region, founder links there, parties in the Senate, regional time, which is Eastern time. And basically that is working your way around the Form 101. I hope you like this. I hope this is informative, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask anybody here, specifically here, but anybody usually here, or anybody, you know. So thank you for that. Hope you had a great day.